Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Today I'm going to be working on a light fixture. This one. I was at a garage sale and it was sitting on the floor and they didn't want but a couple of dollars for it. My kind of attraction. So I thought, well, that'll work really good behind the metal lathe because that'll let me put a light right over the top of where I'm working and it'll help out with stuff and it looks cool and it's old. So I got it and brought it home, and then I realized that the socket is totally toast. There's no guts left in it. And so I thought, well, I'll just change out the socket. Push comes to shove and time went on and I just didn't get back to it right away. But now I have time and I'm going to do it. First thing I need to do is make sure that the plug is unplugged. Never want to put your finger into a socket with it plugged in. Now we're just going to take these screws off. It's a well-made fixture. With a lot of these kind of lamps with this, especially with this type of socket, the top just clips on. And this one actually has little screws that hold it right in place. Autofocus is sometimes a bit of a pain. It's like autocorrect. It's somebody else's idea of what it should be. Now this part is just totally frickin' shattered. There's no pieces left of it that are in one shape, one connected mass, so we're just going to take this one apart and pull the wires off of it because all there is left on the end of it is just these two little brass tabs. Something that they used to do that you don't find very often anymore is solder the wires. You just take the soldering gun and put a little solder on the end of the wires so that they didn't fray out. That's a cool thing to do. Okay, here we have to go with the which one is the power side. This wire is the black lead because that's the one that goes into the wide side of the socket. It's an old plug, doesn't have a wide prong on it, but they have the grounding lug, so it does cause it to be polarized. And the wire is polarized by having this configuration on one edge of the wire and the other side is smooth. It's got kind of a groove on it. So the wire that has the groove on it is the power leg. And I want to hook that one to the brass screw. Why is that, you ask? Well, the brass screw connects to that little stud down there in the bottom. So if I was to touch this, I'd be touching something that doesn't have any power directly connected to it. When I turn the switch on, yeah, it's got juice in it because the power goes through the light bulb and comes out to this metal ring. But with the switch off, this is the neutral and this is the hot or the power. Clear down inside there. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. A little copper thing. Now this is a three-way socket. Didn't necessarily need a three-way socket, but you know what the heck. Extra power in the light socket's always good. So I'm going to hook up this wire, which has the configuration on the outside of it, like I just talked about, to the brass screw. And the thinking behind that is, as I'm screwing the light bulb in, the only thing I can touch is the base of the bulb. The little point at the end is buried inside the socket. Can't reach that, can't get into trouble with it. Oops. Getting ahead of myself because I'm talking. I continue to use this base because it has the screw mounts so that this clamping ring is attached. Having one wire attached correctly, that means that the other wire only can go in one place, so it's going to be attached correctly also. Worked just fine. Okay. I have a light that I can use over the top of the metal lathe. I can use it over the top of the wood lathe.